How you doing, everybody? My name is Dr. Sami BAYA. Please welcome back to my YouTube channel. How a super empath is poison to a narcissist. In this video, I'll give a detailed exploration of how a super empath can be detrimental to a narcissist. Number one, the narcissist's need for admiration. A narcissist thrives on constant admiration and validation. Super empaths, with their deep emotional insight and sensitivity, often provide this admiration without reservation. However, the very depth of their understanding can reveal the superficiality of the narcissist's self-esteem. For example, imagine a manager at a high-stress job who constantly seeks praise for his every decision. A super empath in the team might initially offer enthusiastic validation, but when they begin to question the manager's motives or offer constructive feedback, the narcissist feels exposed and threatened. Number two, the mirror effect. Super empaths is poison to a narcissist because they reflect the true nature of others' emotions and intentions. When dealing with a narcissist, this can become problematic. For instance, in a social circle, a super empath might notice and articulate the underlying insecurities of a friend who exhibits narcissistic traits. This revelation can destabilize the narcissist's carefully constructed facade, making them feel vulnerable and potentially leading to defensive or aggressive reactions. Number three way super empath is poison to a narcissist is through emotional manipulation. Narcissists often employ emotional manipulation to control and dominate others. A super empath, with their acute emotional sensitivity, can see through these manipulations. Take a romantic relationship where one partner is a narcissist and they use guilt and emotional blackmail to control the other. The super empath, recognizing the unhealthy patterns, may try to address them openly. This challenge to the narcissist's manipulative tactics can provoke anger and further attempts to manipulate the empath back into compliance. Number four way of how a super empath is poison to a narcissist is through intense emotional awareness. Super empaths have a heightened awareness of their own and others' emotions. In contrast, narcissists often lack this self-awareness. For example, in a workplace setting, a narcissistic leader may act out to get their way, but a super empath may sense the leader's inner turmoil and openly discuss the emotional undercurrents. This transparency can destabilize the narcissist, who is more comfortable in a realm of emotional ambiguity and control. The super empath is poison to a narcissist because of the super empath's boundaries. Super empaths often struggle with maintaining boundaries due to their empathetic nature. A narcissist, recognizing this weakness, may exploit it. In a family setting, a super empath might go to great lengths to meet the needs of a narcissistic relative. However, when the empath begins to set boundaries, the narcissist's typical tactics of guilt tripping or gaslighting become apparent, leading to conflict and emotional turmoil for both parties. The other way a super empath is poison to a narcissist is through authenticity and facade. Super empaths are typically very authentic, which can be threatening to a narcissist who depends on a carefully constructed facade. For instance, in a friendship, the empath's genuine nature can reveal the narcissist's pretense and manipulative behavior. This exposure can erode the narcissist's sense of superiority and control, leading to hostility and attempts to undermine the empath's credibility. A super empath is poison to a narcissist because of the narcissist's need for control. Narcissists need to be in control of their environment and the people around them. A super empath's tendency to offer unsolicited emotional support can disrupt this control. For example, in a work environment, a super empath might step in to resolve conflicts or offer help that a narcissistic boss did not request, thereby challenging the boss's authority and control, leading to tension and resistance. The other way super empaths are poisonous to a narcissist is through their perceived criticism. Super empaths often provide honest feedback out of genuine concern. However, to a narcissist, any form of criticism, even if constructive, feels like an attack. In a collaborative project, if a super empath offers suggestions for improvement, the narcissist might perceive this as an undermining of their expertise and respond with defensiveness or aggression. The other way super empaths are poisonous to a narcissist is because of the narcissist victim role. Narcissists often cast themselves as victims to elicit sympathy and manipulate others. A super empath with their strong sense of justice and empathy might challenge this victim narrative by highlighting the narcissist's own role in the conflict. This can be threatening to the narcissist, leading to more dramatic displays of victimhood and attempts to vilify the empath. The other way super empaths is poison to a narcissist is because of their intuition. Super empaths often rely on their intuition to navigate relationships, which can be particularly unsettling for a narcissist. For example, in a dating scenario, a super empath might sense a partner's insincerity and address it directly. This can disrupt the narcissist's ability to manipulate and control the relationship, leading to conflict and increased attempts to deceive. Super empathy is poison to a narcissist because of the emotional exhaustion. Narcissists feed off the energy of others, often leaving them emotionally drained. Super empaths who absorb and process these emotions deeply may find themselves exhausted by the narcissist's constant need for attention and validation. This depletion can diminish the empath's ability to maintain their own emotional well-being and can prompt a withdrawal that the narcissist perceives as rejection or defeat. Super empathy is poison to a narcissist, and this is due to the narcissist's fear of abandonment. A super empath's ability to connect deeply with others can trigger a narcissist's fear of abandonment. For example, in a close friendship, if the empath starts to develop other relationships or focus on their own needs, the narcissist may react with jealousy and hostility, fearing the loss of the empath's undivided attention and support. The super empath is poison to a narcissist because of their compassion. Super empaths possess a high degree of compassion, which can be a double-edged sword when dealing with narcissists. A narcissist might exploit this compassion to manipulate the empath into accommodating their needs at the expense of the empath's own well-being. When the empath eventually recognizes this exploitation, it can lead to conflict and the narcissist attempts to regain control through further manipulation. Super empathy is poison to a narcissist through revealing inconsistencies. Super empaths are adept at noticing inconsistencies between words and actions. In a professional setting, if a narcissistic colleague frequently claims to be a team player but consistently undermines others, a super empath may point out these discrepancies. This can undermine the narcissist's credibility and provoke a defensive backlash or increased attempts to control the narrative. The other way super empath is poison to a narcissist is because of the narcissist's manipulative tactics. Narcissists use various manipulative tactics such as gaslighting to maintain their dominance. Super empaths with their strong intuition and emotional awareness are less likely to be fooled by these tactics. For example, if a narcissist tries to distort reality in a relationship, the super empath might challenge the false narrative, leading to heightened conflict and attempts by the narcissist to reassert control. The super empath's insight into motives is also poison to a narcissist. Super empaths often have a keen sense of other people's motives, which can threaten a narcissist. For instance, in a family setting, if a super empath begins to question the true motives behind a narcissistic relative's actions, it can disrupt the relative's manipulative strategies and create friction. The narcissist's manipulation of empathy makes super empaths be poisonous to a narcissist. Narcissists can be adept at using empathy against super empaths by playing on their emotional responses. In a romantic relationship, a narcissist might feign vulnerability to elicit sympathy and manipulate the empath into fulfilling their needs. When the empath recognizes the manipulation, the narcissist may escalate their tactics to maintain control. A super empath is poison to a narcissist through the emotional outbursts. When a narcissist feels their control or facade is threatened by a super empath's insights, they may resort to emotional outbursts. For example, in a workplace setting, if a super empath challenges the behavior of a narcissistic boss, the boss might respond with anger and punitive measures, further straining the relationship. Super empath is poison to a narcissist because of the super empath support network. Super empaths have strong support networks that provide them with emotional balance and perspective. A narcissist might feel threatened by these external sources of support, which challenge the narcissist's control and influence over the empath. This threat can lead the narcissist to attempt to isolate the empath from their support network to regain control. Then there's the narcissist's response to authenticity. A narcissist's identity relies on the perception they create, and a super empath's authenticity can be destabilizing. For instance, if a super empath is genuinely supportive and open, it can highlight the inauthenticity of a narcissistic friend or colleague. This exposure can lead to the narcissist attempting to undermine the empath's reputation or attempting to reassert dominance through passive-aggressive behavior. Now, in this video, all these examples and stories illustrate the complex dynamics between super empaths and narcissists, showing how the empath's depth of understanding and emotional sensitivity can disrupt the narcissist's manipulative and controlling behavior, often leading to conflict and heightened attempts. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel if you've not done so. Please subscribe. Thank you.